COVID-19 is about to deliver Colorado's court system a seemingly impossible order that puts our families at risk. Courts have been closed since the stay-at-home order was first issued, and that means custody and domestic violence cases have been on hold.
Now, those cases are expected to remain on hold for another 2 months, creating a backlog in the thousands. Contact 7 investigator Jennifer Kovaleski shows us why the impact on Colorado families could last a lifetime.
As courts sit desolate across the state, with once packed parking lots now bare, and judges only hearing emergency cases because of COVID-19, it's also complicating child custody and creating gut-wrenching situations for divorced parents.
You know, Colorado's not alone. This is happening all over the country.
Caroline Cooley is a Castle Rock attorney who specializes in complicated family law. She says some parents are trying to use the virus as an excuse to defy court-ordered parenting time.
We are seeing that, and yes, we have a governor's order, but the governor's health order cannot override a court order.
A story we've seen play out in a different way with first responders in harder hit areas. This New York Times article details how a New Jersey physician lost custody of her kids after her soon-to-be ex-husband convinced a judge that the doctor could expose the children to COVID-19.
The courts are hoping that the parties, in time of conflict and a pandemic, that they're actually able to co-parent. It is a tall order.
What are the concerns with that?
The concerns are going to be when the courts are open again, the absolute flux of cases that are going to be filed.
Cooley says after Colorado's Chief Justice issued this order last week, telling state courts to continue to operate on an emergency basis only, all of her May court hearings in Douglas County were vacated, even for cases where there are allegations of domestic violence.
It needs to get out. I can tell you a lot of people are struggling.
She will have her first virtual hearing in Denver later this month.
It is absolutely figuring it out as we go.
There are only 2 family emergency matters the court will hear in Colorado: petitions for temporary protection orders or hearings on motions to restrict parenting time.
What has the virus taught us about the importance of a family court system that works?
One of the scariest things to have happen is to be quarantined with the people who are your attackers.
Long-Lot Representative Jonathan Singer says safer at home doesn't mean you have to stay with your abuser.
If you're not safe, get out. There's help out there. There's a safe house hotline that anyone can reach out to.
For Cooley, her biggest concern now is the well-being of her clients and the backlog of cases she says the courts are going to face once they start to reopen as late as July.
What happened in quarantine will permanently impact the status of a relationship. I think, unfortunately, there's going to be filings.
Meaning the impact on our courts, judges, and families is about to get even worse. I'm Contact 7 investigator Jennifer Kovaleski.